Just kind of talk about what it feels like.
I felt like I had a gun to my head. All my buddies were here, you know. And, I'll share something with you. Last night, when they all got here, they came to practice, and we had our Friday night dinner. You know, nice enough for our administrators to invite them to dinner, and we split them up, and we had the defense sit with the defense, and the offense sit with the offense, and then they were a little bit late getting the dinner ready, and so we about 45 minutes, and once they got rolling, you should have seen it. It was so cool, almost grandfatherly and grandson type like, and they wanted to know old stories about the Coyotes and probably try and get a little on me, and I think I got too unscathed. I'll find out. But it was just Coach Larry Donovan, who's my mentor in life, and I coached for him. He recruited me here. He and I ended up at my house fairly late last night, about 9:30, and he was telling me it's one of the neatest things he's ever done, you know, as far as being involved in football. To share the moment, he said it was a kind of a, people don't, they kind of hold their team back from stuff like that, and it's just not, it's not something I've ever seen anybody else do, but it was really, and then they all got up and introduced themselves, and each old player, where he's from, what position he coached, and Pilot, he said, can I stand up and give him all my records too? He's like, do you know who Pilot is, you guys? He was the world record holder when he was here, and he hasn't changed a bit. He's just a crackerjack. I'll share this with you. He was here in spring ball for the spring game, and he was going on and on about how he carried. He set the NCC record for 47 rushes in one game, and he led the nation in scoring, and he just having fun with it, you know. But he's kind of serious and kind of not serious. And Tim Triplett, who is really sarcastic, he's a really smart kid. He knew Pilot was going on, and he knew Pilot was 33 here. And he interjected at the end of one of Steve's tirades. He said, Steve, he said, did they retire number 34 when you were down here? He goes, who's this smart ass? Who's this kid? What's this guy's name, Joe? And so today we did our name tags, and we made up 34 for Pilot. He was 33, incidentally, you know. And we handed him number 34, and he says, what? Where's mine? And all the old guys got a good kick out of that one. We got Pilot again. So, but I know I'd have been tarred and feathered if we didn't win that game. Those guys came here to see a win, and nothing but a win. And so now we're going dinner down to Red, and then over to Coach Joe's house for laughter tonight. So that was a Kodak moment for me again to have a win at South Dakota. And you know, I brought a team in here and won a national championship and got beat here, so I'm not really used to winning any games here, even with good teams that I brought in here. So I'm proud of the way we played, though. We played hard. You got to see that. But we got to just get better. I know we do, and we will. But that's our mantra.
Joe, defending that play, the zone option dive.
Yep.
Do you see some physical things that you're going to have to overcome there, or is this all a schematic thing or a combination?
Yes. All the above. You know what it is, and I've coached against Air Force a lot, and they block down, and they'll two-team a guy. We're not very big up front, so we're fighting that a little bit. They'll two-team a guy and push him toward the linebacker, and even with the third guy coming down, and then they hit a veer dive as tight as they can off of that. So you got to tackle. If you got this gap canceled out here and your guy blocks down, you have to squeeze all the way down as far as he's going and catch that. And you don't get that hit. You don't get shoulder pads into the tackle. It's a drag down. If you do a good job for 4 and 4, and then maybe if you slip off of it, you got a pretty good strong guy hitting it straight ahead, and you're hitting a glancing, going, kind of just getting your arms on him. It's a good scheme. It's a hard scheme, and when you're not as big as you want to be, I would probably sit down with them and just see if we can work some different fronts. We're stunning, we're moving this way and that way, and we're looping backers, and but it's somewhat of an Achilles heel. I thought we played it better at times today, and when Tim said it, he said it best. Your scout team, for whatever reason, they just cannot give you the look. And then in the game starts, and it goes down so fast, and it hits, and you just hadn't seen that speed in practice. So all of a sudden you go, whoa. So it takes You've got to get into the rhythm of the game and really get in the flow of it get to game speed before you're playing it better. And as the game went on, we did a pretty good job. But I saw they ebbed and flowed a little bit. They fought hard to get back into it. And we didn't totally stop it, but we did a better job as the game wore on. And anytime you play an option team, I think you see that concept happen. That they do it so much better than your scout team. It takes a quarter, sometime quarter and a half before you're into the flow, and you're going, wow, these guys are really fast, but they're just different than your scout team.
On offense, talk about Josh's performance. You mentioned it earlier when he first came here. I thought he made some nice plays, but just by his legs.
I've seen this from the day one in spring ball, and you saw some of his quickness, some of his strength. The guy I've told people this, he has a 10.5 foot standing long jump. That is explosion that not many guys anywhere have that kind of hops. And he's fast, and he's got good explosion. He's quick, he pushes hard, good leg strength. So those are the reasons he's able to stop and get started quick, and then he opens up pretty good. He's probably 4 or 5 something. But it showed these guys weren't as good on defense as Montana. And so he was ready to able to elevate his game a little bit in space. But he did pretty good at Montana too. And I didn't see any halftime stats, and I just kind of grabbed it, but he missed 2 passes. One bounced off Q, didn't it? Q made up for it. He had a big catch and run down in there and blocked his heart out today. Quentin McMartin, he should be singled out for just really sensational day blocking. He leads on ISO. He kicks out on power. He's right in the middle of everything at the point of attack. And our guards, I thought, did a nice job coming around on power play, kind of double down, kick out, the backside guard pulls through, and the fullback kicks out. And we execute that play pretty good today, but hats off to Q. He's a tough guy.
I'm good.
Yeah. Sounds
You
good.
did?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for being here.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, you guys.